You've been a good man for far too long. You've swallowed your words to keep the peace. You've worked the extra hours for the boss who doesn't know your name. You've been the reliable friend who listens to everyone's drama while your own life sits in the dark, gathering dust. You think this is virtue. You tell yourself that being selfless is the path to respect. But tonight, look at the cold, hard reality in the mirror. You aren't respected. You are convenient. You aren't a saint. You are a stepping stone. I know that hollow ache in your chest, that quiet, poisonous resentment that grows when you realize that the world isn't rewarding your kindness, it's harvesting it. You feel like a ghost in your own story. This is the moment you realize that your goodness isn't a choice, it's a cage. And it's time to burn the cage down. Why are you so afraid to be the villain? Because society has spent 20 years installing a software in your brain that says, to be liked is to be safe, from the classroom to the boardroom. You were taught that a good boy doesn't cause trouble. He doesn't say no. He doesn't have a sharp edge. But look at the behavior of the people who actually move the world. They aren't nice. They are focused. When you spend your life trying to avoid being the bad guy, you lose your ability to be a real guy. You become a hollow shell of maybes and I'm sorries. You are leaking your soul through 1,000 tiny apologies. Every time you say yes when your spirit is screaming no, you are committing a slow-motion suicide. You aren't being moral, you're being weak. And in the world of the architect, weakness is the only true sin. Let's perform the first operation. Most people think saying no is an act of aggression. It's not. It's an act of sovereignty. Think about the last time you were asked for a favor you didn't want to do. You felt that immediate spike of anxiety. You started mental gymnastics, trying to find a valid excuse. I'm busy. I have a family thing. Maybe next time. Stop. The villain doesn't make excuses. He just says no. When you provide an excuse, you are telling the other person that they are the judge of your time. You are giving them a chance to argue with your reason. The moment you say no without a follow-up, you reclaim your life. To the world, this looks cold. To the people who want to use you, you become the villain. Let them think it. Their disappointment is the sound of your freedom. If they can't handle your no, they never deserved your yes. We need to talk about availability. You are too accessible. You answer the text in 3 seconds. You show up to every quick coffee and every catch-up. You think this makes you loyal. It actually makes you dirt. Gold is valuable because it is rare. Dirt is cheap because it is everywhere. By being available to everyone, you are telling the universe that your time has zero value. The villain is selectively cold. Ayagos to 99% of the world swing to the 1% that matters. This isn't about being mean. It's about surgical focus. Every yes you give to a distraction is a no you are giving to your legacy. Start being too busy. Start being hard to reach. The people who truly value you will wait. The ones who just want to consume you will leave. Let them. Carl Jung spoke about the shadow. He said that a man who doesn't have a shadow isn't a good man. He is a crippled man. You have anger inside you. You have ambition that feels greedy. You have a desire for power that you've been told is toxic. You've been trying to kill these parts of yourself to be good. The architect doesn't kill his shadow, he integrates it. He uses his anger as the fuel to hit the gym when he's tired. He uses his greed as the hunger To build a business that provides for his family, he uses his darkness as a shield. When you stop being afraid of your own teeth, you stop being a victim. You don't use your power to hurt the innocent, you use it to protect your peace. A villain to the crowd is often a hero to his own bloodline. The hardest part of becoming the villain is the exodus. When you start setting boundaries, the people who benefited from your lack of them will get angry. They will call you selfish. They will say you've changed. They will try to guilt trip you back into the cage. This is the final test. If you cave now, you are finished. You must be willing to let them walk away. You must be willing to be the bad guy in their story. Most men spend their lives trying to fix people's opinions of them. The architect realizes that you cannot build a future while looking in the rearview mirror. If a relationship requires you to be a doormat to survive, let it déburiser poste. Walk into the silence. It is lonely at first, but that silence is where your power is born. Look at you now. You aren't nice anymore. You are formidable. You don't beg for attention. You don't explain your path. You don't apologize for your existence. To the world, you are the villain. You are arrogant, cold, and difficult. But inside, you have a peace that surpasses all understanding. You have a purpose that is unshakable. You have a life that is truly, finally yours. The good man was a lie. The architect is the reality. The mission continues. Be the villain. Build the feast.